for Humanities and Survive and Thrive. Tonight, we are talking about women in alignment after dark. So, for those of you guys coming in, I am on Restream tonight because my phone died. And I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. We won't be long, but we are talking about women in alignment. But most of you guys know I am the co founder of For Humanities and the founder of Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery. And tonight, of course, is our Wednesday, and we're talking about women in alignment. But this time, as we had spoke on this morning in talking about fact checking. That's fact checking, and we're talking about just different things that we want to understand that if you're stating something, that you check the facts. So you check the facts so that you are assured what it is that you're speaking on. So, what we're going to be doing coming soon in July is giving people an opportunity to have a platform to speak on about checking your facts, checking facts, fact checking. So, we're going to be talking about different things such as microaggressions. We're going to be talking about just racial tensions and things of that nature, just to be able to understand, and then just racial unity. How does it work? Can it ever work? Can it ever happen? And to give people a platform to be able to speak on, which is where we're going to be going. So, for those of you guys who are interested and you want to be a part of it, this is going to be on a limited scale because, again, sometimes things can get a little crazy. We want to make sure that we have mediators, moderators, and those who participants. Hi, Joyce, Women in Alignment. Are you using the GPS again? I'm using Restream, yes. So I only can see you when you pop on. Hi, Kat. How are you doing? So only when you type in here, I'll see you guys. For some reason, I cannot see Facebook folks. I can't even see their comments. So we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Let me see something really quick. Because Coach Dave, he tells me how to go and look at the chat box. Um, let's see, my chat box, live analytics, scheduler, chat box. Okay, referrals. I'm kind of like a little late over here. Oh, chat box. Let's see. Oh, is that the chat box? Okay, no, that's not the chat box. Coach Dave, that's not the chat box. That's not the chat box. So again, let's do away with that. So we don't have a chat box. I don't know exactly where the chat box is. I'll have to find it. Oh, there's a chat box. Chat. Okay, let's see if we can get the chat box open again so that we can see what you guys are talking about. So tonight at Women in Alignment Wednesday, let's see if we got the chat box. So we got Periscope, YouTube, and hey, Penny Lowe, there you go. We got you on Periscope, and then I got me on Twitch, but Facebook doesn't seem to show. So I'm going to have to go back and connect that Facebook and get that one all figured out. So hello, Penny Lowe. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys all for coming in here. So for those of you guys who are here, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Penny Lowe still, of course. Oh, that was okay. Well, look, the minute my phone gets some charge on it, I'm gonna let you guys see Penny Lowe's lemons that she sent to me. Yes, hi lemon. Exactly. We'll let you see Penny Lowe's lemons because she sent it to me on my phone. Hi, Penny Lowe. Thank you for coming in. So my phone is dead though, but it's dead. So let me see if it'll turn on real quick. So we'll see if it'll turn on. It'll be nice if we can get it on. So we're talking again about women in alignment, and we're speaking on fact. I don't know why I keep on wanting to say fact checking. So this fact checking is what we're talking about, and how we're going to be doing a wonderful platform that gives people an opportunity to come and share and ask questions, to be able to ask questions in an environment that may necessarily be a little hostile, or an environment that you don't feel safe in. But we're going to provide you a safe environment so that you can do it. Hey, Miss K, how you doing? Blessings to you too. Thank you for coming in. So we are on Restream so that we can be seen everywhere. Thank you guys for coming in. And at least with this one, I could actually type in there too, and you guys can see my messages. So yeah, there you go. So thank you guys for coming. So we're going to be talking about just being in alignment and understanding that sometimes you can get thrown out of alignment because of emotions. I was just looking at something a minute ago, and it was a Black lady, African American lady, and she was the young lady that was in prison that President Trump pardoned, and she was able to get out of prison. Blessings to you too. T-shirt time, make mine, high, live in favor of God. I know, hi, T-shirt time. Yes, it is. It's time for T-shirts. So, and I was, watching it. And then, for those, we're not going to necessarily do no politics in here because, I'll have my own preference. And then I was like, whatever. But we have to understand that we have to check facts. So we have to check facts and be sure that, what we're believing or what we are talking about is exactly what it is. We can talk a lot about different things that seem to be trending right now, but if you go do the math or do the reading, you can find out that the particular groups are not necessarily probably what it is that you want to support, even though it is trending. So keep that in mind. So when we're talking about, again, it being in alignment, we want to make sure that we're talking about here where it says opportunity. Opportunities are very key to be in alignment, and being in alignment first, you definitely have to be in alignment so that you understand and be able to see where the opportunities lie. So that's definitely what you want to look at, is you want to be sure that you are paying attention. I got 1%. I'm almost there. As soon as this thing turn on, I'm gonna let you guys see Penny Lowe's her lemons. We must maintain checks and balances. That's right, we do. We do have to maintain checks and balances to make sure that things that we're speaking of or things that we were even told from being young or being kids or somewhat young adults that we think are what it is, but it may not necessarily be. So we do need to go and, check things out for ourselves and, do some reading, do a little research so that you can be sure that platforms that you're supporting are really what it is. I love politics and I do a lot of research on it. Wow. Well, then you are the resident fact checker. You are the fact checker. Okay. Because we're going to need that. So I'm going to be doing a really good discussion that is going to be closed. It's not an open discussion. It is a closed discussion. We're going to have some agreements where people agree not to be acting crazy, and some agreements, not to disrespect people. So it's going to be good, but it's going to be an opportunity for people to be able to, ask the questions. Yes, accountability, responsibility is our responsibility at all levels. That's very true. And we do want to be responsible for the things that we're speaking on, and we want to be responsible for, understanding where we're coming from with it. Is it coming from emotion or is it coming from facts? So that's kind of like the thing we want to look at. So this great thing that I'm going to do, it's going to be a closed discussion, and we're going to have folks who are willing to come and be a part of it. Yes, there is going to be like a sponsored donation to it, but it's not going to be a lot because, again, we are always in raising money form. Okay, we are always in raising money form. I go on facts, not opinion or heresy. That's right, because we can't do that. We do have to look at the facts of things, and we do need to look at the dispositions of people and what it is that they're saying, knowing where things come from. And when you're messing with politics, it's all smoke and mirrors anyway. But we as individuals who are interacting with people, we have to be sure that you can't take people's viewpoints away from them, You can try to go to where they formulated the viewpoint and then see the facts, okay, if it needs to be fact checked. Because lots of times, as we know, all know, that we were told things as children. Every one of us were told things, and our families indoctrinated things or told us, influenced us. Our environments influenced us with things that we were told, and then we remembers. Yes, remember, check the facts, exactly. And we were told things, but we have to understand that in order to be sure that that is real, as you get older and you're able to fact check yourself and see where did that originated, where did it come from, things like that. So we're going to be doing a talk. It's going to only be 50 people, and we will do them on a different basis. There's definitely going to be some signing of some confidentialities, that people, if what's being said is said here only, and for people to be a part of it, we definitely need the moderators and some mediators and some therapists. So if you are a therapist, be sure to be available, because some people are going to be triggered. Okay, just so we understand, some people will be triggered, because one thing we have to understand too is that just because someone is not necessarily believing in what it is that you, yes, panelists, yes, we are, there's going to be panelists, but it'll be everyone have an opportunity to speak. There's going to be a subject matter that is going to be brought up, and then people get an opportunity. Again, keep in mind, this is going to be online, but it's going to not be online. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Zoom, but it's not going to be online. It's not going to be where people can just pop in and see it, like how you guys are popping in right here. No, this is closed. These are closed behind closed virtual doors. Okay, this is going to be behind closed virtual doors. So we're going to need fact checkers. We're going to need definitely people, moderators and mediators. And then keep it in mind, I mean, Zoom is a great moderator and mediator, because we could just send you out of the room. You could easily get closed down. You might get closed down. Your video gets closed down. Any of those things can happen. So, but we're not trying to go there. We want to give people an opportunity to say what they need to say. We're going to have it. It's going to be great. You do have to purchase a ticket to come, because again, we're fundraising. We continuously fundraising, but we want to give people an opportunity to be able to have their voices heard. And then two, give you an opportunity to hear things and hear perspectives that you didn't have an opportunity to ask. There's probably some things that people just want to ask somebody. Have you just ever wanted to just walk up to somebody and ask them, okay, can you tell me why this is or whatever? Or can you tell me what that come from? Or, why, without people feeling some type of way, or, getting emotional or getting offended. Because this is the time, this is, thick skin. We have to all have some thick skin, and we're all grown adults, and we have to understand that sometimes in order for people to learn, sometimes you got to fall down. You do. You need to fall down sometimes so you can learn. You shouldn't do that no more. Or you learn, you need to do it this way, because that particular way that you're doing it isn't working. And you just can't continue to do it that way. So those are the things that we have to look at when we are talking about just what we're saying. And as you can see right here, we're talking about being in alignment and understanding opportunities. These are going to be great opportunities for people to be able to learn more. I will be having my PhD in forensic psychology in 2 years. I have a lot of clinical experience. Yes, great, because I mean, you got to do that. So that's a good thing, and thank you for that, definitely that information. So you go on and get that PhD, girl, Dr. Lady, Cat Lady. Oh, whatever. It's way too hot. So Dr. K, that's what we're gonna call you, Dr. K, Miss Dr. K. How about that? So this is gonna be great, and as you know, and if you don't know, I'm always coming with bright ideas. I get these ideas that come to me, and I'll be like, ooh, boom, 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 let's do it. So we also have something else that we're going to be doing also, a whole different type of platform too. Moderators keep the momentum in an alignment. That's right, because we need to keep it moving. That answer is over with. That's done. That question is done. You already answered it. We already had enough time. There's a timekeeper. Okay. Moderators got to keep the timekeeper. Mediators got to make sure everybody's all in alignment. And so we definitely will need both, two people to do those things. We're going to have some fun too, giving people some opportunities to fun. We're going to have some music because again, it's not public. It's not going to be on here on Facebook. It's going to be, behind the scene, giving people an opportunity to ask questions, to talk, to have just a adult conversation without, yelling and things like that. You said with topics and dialogue. Yes, with topics and dialogue. We're going to have dialogue about certain subject matters. We're going to definitely have some pictures and some video, and we're going to look at it and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to give people an opportunity to do that. So it's going to be good. It's definitely going to be good. Good, 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 good. So that's what we got going on. And then being in alignment, because as we understand being in alignment, this is what's going to give us opportunity. Being in alignment with each other, or even with your feelings, to understand how you feel about something. If you are doing and having microaggressions, are you the one who's perpetuating it, and subconsciously you don't necessarily know? So these are things that we want to look at. We're going to talk about a lot of things. It's going to be a great conversation. We're going to have another one. Part of it, what we're going to be looking at is microaggressions, understanding microaggressions and how they function, as far as how they influence you and how they have influenced you in your lifetime as coming up as a child and having, adverse childhood experiences at some point in time because of microaggressions. So those are things that we're going to talk about, and we're going to, give some background, some context about what is that and how it is. You know what they are. They just came up with this fancy word that is just talking about it, but understanding what microaggressions are and how they affect you, and then how they affect our society, and understanding that. So those are things that we definitely want to look at and see how they influence you. How are you being triggered? And some of us are getting triggered a lot. We're being triggered every day right about now. We know it, and some of us are paying more attention to it, and some of us aren't. And those who are not, it's reflective of where they are. Those of us who are, it's because it's reflective of where we are, and we are in two different places. So in order to come together, we have to see where we are. And then when we see that, then we can come together to some degree to understand why these things are happening the way they do, or why people react to things the way they react. But we can't say one is worse than the other, because it's all about perspective. It's the perspective of where they see where they are in reflection of where they learned it from. We see it from where we are. So we have to be able to understand that. And, you only can share, and you only can provide facts. And then it's up to the person to take it in, to see it, to be able to see the other side. So that's what we got going. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be so good. So we're going to be coming soon. It'll be in July. I'll let you guys know. We have a couple things that we're really working on. As we had mentioned the other day, is about the Real Talk Summit that we did like 2 years back now. I think we did that Real Talk Summit. I can't even remember no more, but it was a bunch of us, 6 of us. We came together and we provided you guys with information about your business, mindset. I came with the creativity. We had Dr. Tammy with the mindset on how to, mentally get yourself prepared to make money. Do you realize that you have to mentally be prepared to make money? You do. Making money is emotional. And we have to understand that there is an emotional tie to making money. And some of the reasons why some of us are not necessarily making money is because of that set emotion that we are not paying attention to. So, with that, we have to understand that it is. You don't like, okay, case in point, you have a product or a service, but when it's time to price it, that's where Elaine comes in. You're not pricing the product properly. And the reason for that is because you feel that no one's going to pay for it and that they're gonna like not, you won't sell it. So then technically if you're not selling anything, guess what? You're not successful, right? You're not successful, you're not really having a business because you're not making any money. So then what you end up doing is you price your product low. And then when no one still buys it, it's because and then at that point you start thinking that it's not that great. And that's not always the case. Lots of times it has to do with timing and it has to do with how you promoting it. What is the package? You know how it is. People love to see things that look good, as we call it eye candy. It has to look good. You have to be able to go to it and smell it and see, that smells good. Those are things that different people are doing. So when you are looking at your product and service, you have to be sure, you have to test it. Look, I done been like talking about t-shirt business for a while. I remember when I first started talking about it, nobody was like doing it. They were like, okay, yeah. And then now all of a sudden, everybody has just got t-shirt businesses up, boom, 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 because they're not difficult. I've been doing this for over 10 years. And it's, doing it and doing it, and not all full time, because I had a full time job for 23 years. I mean, prior to that job, for that one particular job. But keeping in mind as you grow and go and go. But then, now you got people who don't even do t-shirts, but they got t-shirts on because guess what? They realize that one, yeah, I've been talking about it for a while and telling you, you need to have some t-shirts on your platform. No matter what it is your business is, you should have some t-shirts because it's about marketing. It's not about you looking fancy with a t-shirt and trying to have business and talking about you not making no profit off of it. Yes, you are. If you're covering the cost of your t-shirt and you still got a little bit of money coming, that is a profit, especially if you already have a different business that you're doing. It's like you kind of have to question people's acumen about what they're doing, if they really understand business or not. Because if you understood that's not your business, this is your marketing strategy. Understand what you're doing, which lane you're in when you're doing what you're talking about. So as long as people can understand that and you keep it in perspective, then you'll be fine. Because then as things go and they build, then you move into a different realm. So you got to understand those things of what it is that you're doing and what your platforms are all about and what you're selling. So when you do that, I've talked and said before, if you are a coach or you are a therapist or you do something different other than textiles and apparel, then you're getting the apparel, the t-shirt, the bag, the socks, whatever. That is part of marketing. That's under your marketing umbrella. And that's what you're going to put out there in the world so people know who you are. Just like you do Facebook videos or whatever the ads and Instagram, all of those things, or you do business cards, all of that. You are a walking business card yourself. You can have your information on your shirt. When you put it on a shirt, when you put it on a bag, when you put it on pencils, all of that stuff is part of marketing. So you have to understand that if you want to get yourself out there and you want to have your business in alignment, you have to understand the opportunity to put your business on something that's marketable that people need. There's magnets that you can do. You can make calendars. Why do you think people make calendars? Even if you made a calendar, like an actual paper calendar, so people can put them on the wall, people still got to go look at them. And if you got some really cute pictures on there with some babies or some kitty cats or, some dogs and, maybe some goldfish or something, people are going to look at it and they're going to see your platform. So hold on a second. Let's see if this phone done. Ooh, I got 7%. Hold on. We might be able to see these lemons. Lemons, lemons, lemons. Da, 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 da. So we're going to try to see Penny Lowe's lemons here, the lemons that we sent to her via California. She got some California lemons right off the tree, right across the street. And, you know, 'cause that lady not picking them lemons. Them lemons needed to go to a good home so they can be used accordingly. So as soon as we can pull this up, we're going to show these lemons so that you guys can see how full of juice these lemons were. And the fact that lemons are still on the vine right about now, that's great because they're just able to just absorb all the water, all the water. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get to it before the phone dies. We got 7%. 7%. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go. You see how yellow those lemons are? Look at that. These lemons are so full of lemonness. They are just yellow, yellow, yellow. You see that? Lemonness, okay? They're full of lemonness. So those are the lemons. That's the lemon. Look how yellow that is. Now that's a true yellow lemon. Look at the inside is just as yellow as the outside. You see that? It's just as yellow as the outside. That's a real yellow lemon. And then she had a box of them, but we're not going to show you the box because that one kind of went bad. That one went bad. Poor little lemon. But she had a box full of them. So that is the lemon. So you guys were able to see, to finally see her lemons. Yeah, she said these lemons are the real deal. They are. Look at them. They're like yellow. They're like really, really yellow. The inside is just as lemony as the outside. Lemon, lemon, lemons. So you see that? Those are the lemons. So that's what we got for you guys today to be able to see Penny Lowe's lemons. So yeah, they are really, really yellow. Yellow. They are very yellow. Yeah, Worth, hey, living. Those lemons are really yellow and they just juicy. They just look like you just squeeze it and all the juice just come running all out of it. So that's what I'm saying. The inside is just as yellow as the outside. And the crazy part is that you know how when you go to the store and you get lemons and it's sort of like light yellowish white color. Those are yellow. The inside is yellow. So when you take them and boil them and make your lemonade, you actually get yellow lemons. It's yellow lemonade. Good night, Hot Cat. Bye. Yes, I'm going to get going too. So I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me on this tonight. I have some things that I need to get done, and I appreciate all of you guys. So tomorrow, come back. We got Sponsor the Big Cup Thursday. So for those of you guys who would like to be tomorrow's sponsor, the cool part of Sponsor the Big Cup Thursday is that you get an opportunity to go live with me for $35 of your sponsorship. You can come, you can promote your business, you can promote your products, you can promote your services, or if you have like an event that's coming up, you can promote that too. You can go there to that link that says bit.ly/sponsor the big cup. And you can be our sponsor for tomorrow. You can actually come live with me if you have something that you want to promote and let people know about. You will be able to do that, and as well go on our page to show that you were one of our sponsors. So we appreciate all of you guys coming in this evening. You guys have a wonderful night. Be well. Penny Lowe, I don't know if she ate up all her lemons yet, but those lemons are good. So I thank all of you guys. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys in the morning at 7:30, 7-ish, something like that, Pacific Standard Time. So see you guys.